There's a bite, boys. Did he take it? I think I let him get off. Fooling around, I done missed one. Done missed. Oh, he come back. There we go. That's how you do it. Oh, easy, buddy. Easy. Easy. Number one on this beautiful Sunday morning. He's not big, but he's a pretty fat little healthy largemouth. Welcome to the channel. So proud that you're here fishing with me today. I'm on the Duck River here in Coleman County, and we're gonna go get us a few bites today. Maybe you guys stick around, and I just wanted to test out the first spot I came to, so made two or three casts and got a bite, and then ended up with a little old fish. So good way to start the morning. You guys hang around. Let's get another one. Easy, biggin'. Oh, gotta hold this one, boys, and get him in. Hit my little 8-inch worm. He's not that big, but boy, he's fighting. Get up here, buddy. Get up here, buddy. There we go. He is bigger than the first one, so we're improving. Easy. Check him out. Man, that's way better. That is way better than the first one. There we go. That's what you like to see. No hook just pop right out. That's a pretty little old largemouth right there. Fat. Can't see anything else he's been eating, but we'll take him. Sun's trying to get up over the treetops. Get him back in. See ya. Man, honey, took my worm. No, he didn't. There it is. That's what I'm using this morning. It's an 8-inch cream scoundrel. It's black with a red tail. And I almost think the red tail is possibly hurting me a little bit this morning, because I've had a lot of bites off camera that I think were brim bites, and I think the brim sometimes will grab that little end of that red tail and run with it and get my hopes up. But I have had bites. I just hadn't had a lot of fish taking it and hanging on to it yet. But, hey, as long as you're getting bites, things stay interesting, and that's what we like. We like getting bites. Without bites, you don't catch fish. So we're gonna get back in there, and that was a little bigger fish. I'm working, starting to work my way around, out of a pocket, out onto a point, drops off into deep water. I'm literally, within feet all morning of 100 feet depths. So these fish are coming up out of some of this deeper water feeding, and it's almost 8 o'clock in the morning, and so the real big morning, what they call the morning bites, probably winding down. But the bites are still coming, so I'm happy. I am gonna get turned around, make my way around this point, and possibly set off the point, throw back towards shallow for a little while, or we'll see how the wind dictates how I need to fish. You guys hang around. I'm gonna go get another one. Easy. Gotcha. Whew. Man. That was pretty fun. Pretty fun. It has been tough this morning. I'm gonna get you back where you go, buddy. You'll just hang on. My little drop shot rig has caught me a pretty good little bass this morning. I'm talking about he took it and tried to take my arm off. I wish I'd had my back camera running. You'd have seen my rod bow down in the water. That's a pretty good fish right there. I'm sitting in 10 feet of water. Oh, easy, easy, easy. But I'm sitting on a hump out here on the main lake. And if you go toward the bank, it gets deeper. If you go out back out toward the main lake, it gets deeper. Surrounded by 15 to 20 feet of water all the way around. And I just happened to find it as I was moving to another spot. Oh man, I just crossed a shallow spot. So I'm gonna ease back, and just as soon as I started pulling up on the hump, I went ahead and dropped anchor and started working my way around the outside edges. And boy, did it pay off. That was pretty fun on that drop shot rig. Got about a 6-pound test line, so I can't horse them in if I get a good one. But the bites, other than I've left my camera off for a part of the morning, caught a lot of little fish. There's still a ton of little fish around the banks, little bass, you know, 7, 8, 9 inches long. That's not really what I'm after, but you can skirt around this bank and catch them all day. Little worm, spinnerbait, little square bill, man, they'll eat it up. But that's not what we're after. We want something, you know, 1.5 pounds up, 2 pounds up, something like that, and that's where they're at. They're out off the main lake. I did come through brush, so now I know there's some brush out here. The wind's got me pointed, but I'm gonna work my bait back to my right here. But that's what's the ticket right now, is finding these brush piles out on these humps. And you can follow a long point out to the right depth. I'm gonna say 10 to 15 feet. Follow that long point out till you find you a brush pile, and then go pull back off that brush pile and go set up on it. That's where your bigger fish are right now. If that helps any of you guys get one in the boat just a little bit bigger than all these little bank burners here, I wish you well, because that you can come out here right now and catch a lot of bass, but the quality fish are off the bank. You know, they may have been here right at daylight, and they probably move back up at dark and feed at night, but right during the day, we're pushing, it's around 9:30. They're already moving back out for the most part. So that's what I'm doing. I'm working these off the bank, offshore, humps, long points, and I'm gonna try to drag me up one more here, see if, you know, 8 or 10 more casts here, and I got another place on down I want to hit, and I'm gonna work my way back around the lake as I head back toward the van, and we'll see what we come up with. Wish me luck. Hang out with me. Easy, buddy. Come on. Come on in here. Come on. Oh, we don't want to go in. Got him. All right. Oh, we wet me. not happy with me. Look at him jumping all over the world, tangling up stuff. Another little. We have not caught a spotted bass today. Largemouth are doing it. And I put down the 8-inch worm to kind of look for bites with my drop shot, and I found a few bites. Having a pretty good morning. Now this particular hook has got a little, see if you can see that, it's got a little wire keeper on it. I believe this is a hook that I've had in my bag for a while. It was made by a man out of Florida. He makes his own wacky rig hooks, drop shot hooks. It's called Hall's Hooks if you're interested in looking him up. That's pretty cool. Catch one. I haven't been using those hooks with the keepers lately, but I'm in some brush and I kept losing. Last week I lost a bunch of drop shot hooks due to getting in brush and throwing them really places I shouldn't have thrown them. Knew better, but sometimes if you're getting a bite you throw in there anyway and you don't change to the right stuff, and I didn't, and I lost. I think I remember losing 3 in a row, and then I lost some more later. But we're sitting in right now. We've done drifted off of where I just caught that fish. I'll have to ease back. We're in 16, 17 feet of water. That's about where I was. I'm just drifting parallel with the bank right now because the wind's got me. And these largemouth, these little tiny ones are still on the bank. You still see them every once in a while knocking a little brim out of the water. But these catchable ones that'll actually pull a little bit are deeper. They are deeper, and my drop shot seems to be the way to get I don't know. I thought I had one, but I think I drifted across a stick. Now, where there's a bush, that's where I've been getting bites, so I'm going to leave it right in there and shake it for a minute. See if I can attract one. But actually drifted across, and there was a bush down there. Saw it on my depth finder. But man, it's done got hot. Fish are out. They're kind of where they should be in the summer, off the bank. Every little point is worth checking. You don't have to spend all day on it. Check it. If you get some bites, set up on it and fish it pretty good. I'm gonna ease down toward the fish the other way down this bank. It's got a point and a shade pocket as well, and I'm gonna get to here in just a few minutes. So I'm gonna fish parallel. I'm a little shallower. I'm hitting 14 feet, but I don't think that's gonna matter much. 14, 15 feet. It's been a really good depth for the past few weeks. And if you can get some shade that matches up with that depth, I believe you'll get bit. Got him. Man, oh man. See where you are hooked. Don't tear up my worm though. That's okay. There he is. The little drop shot is just doing its job today. That is awesome. Awesome, I tell you. And he wet me. They love to wet me. Now that worm, that time, was not nose hooked. It was wacky rigged. It's a tiny, tiny little bait. And I'm gonna run it back through. I'm just simply putting it through the egg sac of the worm. It's a little cream 4-inch scoundrel. It is, I think it's iced tea, the color of it. And these fish, man, they eat it up. They just eat it up. That's all I can say. And that tiny little hook has done me real proud today. It's just, it always amazes me that you can catch a decent sized fish on a drop shot hook. It took me forever to begin to use the drop shot because I'd never trusted the tiny little hooks. And once I got used to it, once I got my confidence in it and caught a couple of fish, I did lose a few fish. You've got to make sure they've got the bait before you set the hook, and you don't have to set the hook like you would on a big jig. You don't have to knock yourself out of the boat. You just gotta get the tension and give it a quick, use your wrist mostly. I'm bad about rearing back on them, but the more you use your wrist and just get that instant hook set, you're better off. You won't break as many lines either. But anyway, that was, I don't know how many that is today that we've got on, 4 or 5, but I am a long way from the truck, and hopefully we're gonna have 4 or 5 more, but who knows. The little iced tea 4-inch worm, it's hard to beat. It's a natural looking color. It's not too intrusive. Looks like something they would eat, and it works for me. I've got a lot of confidence in it. So anyway, you guys hang around. I'm gonna drag another one out. Oh yeah. Easy, baby. Easy. We got us a little better one, I think, boys. A little better. I can keep him from jumping. Oh, he wants to jump. I can get him up there in the net. Come on. He's just a running. Oh, we ain't ready for that. I can't horse him. I got light line. He ain't a monster. Whew. Boy, he was pulling like a monster. Oh, yeah. How about that, boys and girls? My little drop. Oh, easy, easy. I don't know where that hook is. There it is. Get my little tools. And I will get you back on your way. There we go. Get him turned around. There we go. About 15 feet deep, and it is almost 12 o'clock. That's where they ought to be, deep. Nice fish. Everything I've caught's largemouth today. Everything, largemouth. I've seen some spots I'm pretty sure schooling, and they've been chasing bait but that's not what I've been doing today. I've been targeting deeper fish hanging on the wood and the brush piles, and I even changed drop shot baits for a little while, but this little 4-inch bait has just been, it's been the ticket today. I actually changed and put a soft jerk bait on, and I was gonna pitch it up around the bank and try to catch some of these bass that are busting the bank chasing shad, and I couldn't get able to touch it, and I made quite a few casts with it, and as soon as I went back to the 4-inch bait, the little worm, I got bit. So that is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm gonna keep throwing it, and I've got up shallow. I tried to throw back out a little deeper, but I'm sitting in 7 feet now. I need to get my boat back out. Oh, whoa. I threw it out deep and got bit. Oh, he came home. Wow, that's a pretty good deal. He came off and he took my bait. So, I mean, that's 2 bites in a row. Moving down this bank, I believe these fish are even more active now than they were this morning when I got here. Cover up my sunscreen that was on my hands. And I'm not gonna move my boat now, I'm gonna just throw deeper. Man, it's hot out here. I got sweat running down. Maybe I got it back out there where that bite was. There might have been a school out there. I'm working my way up on a point. It's not very deep where I'm actually sitting. I think it's a little deeper out where I'm throwing though. Alright guys, we got some storms blowing up in the area, so I'm about to wind it up and make a run for the boat ramp. And it's been a blast. I've caught a lot of fish. I've caught a lot of little fish I didn't show, but those are bites. They're just part of having a good day. And appreciate you guys so much for hanging out with me. Hang around. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button, hit the little notification bell, let you know when a new video comes out, which is usually every Thursday night. Anyway, I'm about to make about one more cast, and if I don't get a bite, I am running for the truck. You guys have a great day.